What's up? I'm Mister. As always, my beautiful wife is killing them. With marijuana. We got 5 on it. We got us on it. Hell, we all on it. Long as we all on it, it's authentic and real. All no separate. We stand 10 toes, but we throw up that 5. Why? Because 5 makes a strong unified fist. And Eminem is a strong unified front. Hey, we missed y'all. Life happens. But if you got it, light it. If you got it, light it. What's up, Marquay? Coco, DD, Miss DD Love, J May. What's good, y'all? What's good, fam? you got that right. Blowing as usual. Blowing as usual. I'm glad to see y'all. I'm definitely glad to see y'all in here. So, I'm sure y'all want to know what we've been up to, what's been going on. We miss y'all much too. We love y'all too. Best believe it. Well, I mean, it's easy to just come and open our mouths and say what we've been doing, but we're gonna save that for this journey that we're gonna all partake upon. So just be a little more patient and you will we will reveal everything that's happened, everything that's been going on. Like in the new merch. Hey, trying to get better and better. Best believe that. Thank you, Miss Dee. No, not 20 years yet. But hell, it feel like 100. And I love every moment of it. What's up, Chef? Lucky Lady Bird. What's good with y'all? Yeah. You know, I'm all giddy, right? I'm all giddy getting back into the swing of things, going back live, seeing the fam here. Y'all got me all giddy out. Cheekbones hurt. You know what I mean, I ain't supposed to have these high cheekbones right here. Y'all got me blushing and smiling as dark as I am. Oh man. So it's I don't know. I don't know. Let's just talk. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all let's I'm just happy to be here in y'all presence and happy y'all came to rock out. Know what I mean? Miss Dee, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, what was I about to say? Yeah, as far as definitely been honing the craft on the merch. Definitely been honing the craft on that. Um, of course, living life, family things going on. What up, Turf? I can be the price of Yola is going through the roof during COVID. I can believe that. Hey, they say why she lose out on the profit. They say why should they lose out on the profit? Um, shit. I swear I feel like a fish out of water. I gotta get back used to going live and talking. Mister been quiet lately. I've really been quiet lately. Mm. Oh yeah. Puffing on some blueberry yum yum right now. Puffing on some blueberry yum yum. You good, chef. You know, Marquay, I'm a puff enough. I'm a puff enough for you. I know it ain't nothing like having your own, but I'm a puff enough for you, bruh. So, shit, like I said, wow. I really didn't plan on having any topic. I just wanted to come on and be in the presence of family. Kick the Willy Bobo like we always do about this time. Uh, that's what it is. Where Cake's at? Cake's I believe Cake's at the store or something. I don't know. I don't know where Cake's at, honestly. I I don't know where Cake's at, honestly. But I will definitely tell her y'all said what's up. I will definitely tell y'all said what's up. So anybody did any traveling since the last time we talked? Anybody had any major things happen since the last time we talked? Y'all want to talk to me about anything? Ask me any questions? Converse? Get my opinion on whatever? I don't want to bore y'all. I don't want to bore y'all. So let's see. Let's see what's happened. Let's had a couple of things happen, with some family members of mine, God brought them through and God's still holding them. So I've been dealing with that. Yeah, I've been dealing with that. When game night coming back, woo! You know what, Turf? I really want to bring it back this Thursday. Right? Exactly, Turf. Exactly. Exactly. But I really do want to bring it back Thursday. I may. If not this Thursday, definitely next Thursday. Oh wow, Chef. I hope that ain't the case. I hope that ain't the case. I hope your industry pick up, bruh. What up, preach? What's good with you? Like mother, like daughter eats. Big salute, welcome. How you doing? I appreciate that, Turf. I do. Um, have been working on. I have not forgot about Shots and Puff. Have been working on some new games that's gonna up the ante, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna dig it. I like the blunt back. You say it's popping right now? Hey, you know better than me, Chef. You know better than me. Turf, you know what, Turf? You know, when I come back, I gotta stomp you. You know I gotta come with something to stomp you. So I guarantee when I come back, Turf, you will not win this one. The topic is whatever we want to talk about, like daughter, like mother. If you want to just throw something on the floor and we bust it up about it, then so be it. You want to ask me something, you want an opinion. You know what? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. You got rid of an asshole for good, going on vacay, made me realize, okay, preach. Clarity is always a great thing. Exactly, Chef. Exactly. So, I know some of y'all may have seen on the YouTube streets, the news, the radio. How do we feel about Ice Cube reaching out to the Democrats and the Republicans, but the Democrats pushing them to meet with him or met with him? How do we feel about that? Do you look at Cube side-eyed, or do you understand what he's saying? Do you understand the point that he was trying to make? Because one thing we know, you can't build with somebody that's unwilling to meet or build with you. And even then, when you do meet them, you still may not be able to build. But if they ain't willing to come to the table and talk to you, then yeah, I mean, all hope is shot. How we feel about that? What say you? I can't look at Cube sideways, especially since President. Okay, you think Trump gonna win by landslide, Chef? Okay. Um. No, I'm not. I'm not mad at Cube either. I'm not. There's not surprised. I tell you what I am. I'm a little disappointed that Biden and Harris, the Democrats, wouldn't meet with him. I am disappointed at that. Do I believe him meet with Trump would do anything? No. I think Trump just wanted to find out what it was all about. Yeah, I mean, so he can try to fill our head with propaganda and do the opposite. But that Trump didn't meet with him to actually try to make things work. No. Okay, I agree. I agree on that, preach. That's right. Not on the table, you on the menu. Food, exactly. I gotta agree with you, Chef. I really gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you. I'm not I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's gonna win the election. I'm not sure who's gonna be our commander in chief for the next 4 years coming. What's up, Jazz Man? We easy. I do too, Miss Dee. I do too. But I'm not gonna lie. Something in my bones is just telling me it ain't gonna happen. You remember how people thought after Obama 4 years he was gonna be out of there? Ain't no way they gonna let a black man win two terms, but he did. I got that feeling with Trump, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But yeah. If you ain't at the table, you food. You on the menu. That's exactly right. Historically, Dems are not for the common people, right? They just leverage the vote, right? Exactly. I got some in the oven too. They ain't mesquite, but I got some wings in the oven too. Preach. Yes, Trump do like his ass kissed. Trump foreign policies have made me more money than I could ever imagine. Okay, I can't say nothing about that, Chef. I mean, you have to. I mean, the person that benefits you more, doing more for what you find important. Hey, I'm all for that. Oh, I'm making some Mr. sauce, Miss Dee Love. I make my own sauce for my wings. Okay, so did anybody see the documentary? I think it's either on Prime or YouTube, called Time, with the lady and her husband. They robbed a credit union. She got 12 years. He got 60, but she fought to get him out. They had 6 kids. I think it's called Time. Did anybody see that? What is the lady name? I think Fox something. Very, very, very good documentary. She waited for this man 20 years. They had 6 kids. Now, mind you, I don't know how they had these kids. They had, I think, 2 or 3 before he got locked up. Now, the other 3, I don't know how they got pregnant, and I thought they got rid of conjugal visits. I'm scared he wanted to go back to slavery. Yeah. I mean, but shit. We kind of in slavery now, just like we living in a big ass prison in the free world, which ain't shit free really. We kind of in slavery now, and we living in prison. You know, the prison is the prison for the prisoners out in the open world, and then the hole is for the prisoners inside. Money over humanity, never. Right. It is dope. It is dope. Turf. Mental slavery, yeah. I think it was I want to say Netflix, but it may be Prime, Miss Dee. When I find it, I definitely hit you up with it. Yeah, it has been like that for a while. It has been like that for a while. I live and operate business all over the world. Chef, I know you're well versed in the travel and all that, but I don't think America is as free as it. Sure, we have a little more leniency. We're given a little more leniency, a little more of this, a little more of that. to sugarcoat and sweeten us. But soon as we do something, and it ain't even got to be nothing illegal. Soon as we speak our mind or have a different thought pattern, we can be labeled terrorists. We can have things taken away from us. We shouldn't be punished or looked down or sideways if we're really free, because we got a freedom of speech and the freedom of religion, the freedom of thinking. I don't think we're really free. Yes, Rona did expose the truth. Chef, I can't name a better country. I'm not saying America ain't the best country. It's the best country for me, for sure. I don't like everything that's going on with it, but hell, I definitely, by me being accustomed to this, I would have to say that America is the best for me. Going somewhere else, I may not dig that. I mean, I do like change, but the more I like change, I like familiar. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not about to sound all crazy and dyslexic. Familiar things. I like change, but I like things familiar as well. And yeah, it does. I guess it does depend on your values. I agree. I agree. Hell, let's see. I've met people with less than 5K a year that live more. I can believe that, Turf. I can believe that. Always remember your history when they deported others. Who do you think they? Right? Exactly, Miss DD. Opportunity to create the enterprise for their own. You know what? And Chef, that's. I think that's what everybody should shoot for. I really do. But yeah, I haven't been to other countries like that. Like where you just came from. I always thought that was a good, great place. But the restrictions that you said that they have, I couldn't live there. Great place to visit, but I couldn't live there. You like change too? Right now, I'm wondering what would change if I probably not much, Chef. I mean, probably not much, Preach. Really? I ain't know that, Chef. I I I really, I really don't know much about them cultures over there. Um, is enterprise true freedom and happiness though? I would have to say no. I would have to say no. But hey, I could be wrong. I would have to say no, but I could be wrong. I could I could definitely be wrong. I could be wrong. Um, it's like if I was given a choice, if I was given a choice, let's say I want self-sustaining and lasting change that doesn't stress the new. I I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Okay, now I need to make. Oh, it's cool, preach. Come on, you know how we do, fam. Other countries do have travel warning while visiting America. So really, what makes America? What makes America the top dog? Other than being the big bad bully. What's up, Super? Hey. America is the big bad bully. But America really don't want, I don't know. America don't want to own up to what it says it is. If we had more culture here, I believe it would be better. Do you mean more integrated culture of the people with the people that's come here, Miss Dee? Because that would be dope. But it won't happen. I don't know when America was ever great. You know what? Preach. I would have to believe that at some point in time it had to be, right? At some point in time it had to be. I think. But when? And where did we go wrong? Because I mean, looking back at the history books, America, you right. It never was great. Not for people that they considered less than. It was never great. More acceptance and understanding of cultures is more likely. Okay. So the more acceptance and understanding. How many you know, we have so many cultures in America right now, right? And it I was looking at China, a lot of Africans in China now. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. I'm like, why are they over there in China? And a lot of Asians over there in South Africa. That blew my mind. Low wages, police brutality, men in prison. Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. America needs a lot of work. Americans have a lot of accountability. I do agree on that, Chef. Never been great for black people, Miss Dee. No, what's been great for black people? The love of ourself, our unity. But you know what? Even that's been fractured. But nobody likes to talk about that. Nobody likes to talk about the fracture that has hindered us as black folks in our unity, in our self-worth and respect for each other. Nobody likes to talk about that. Everybody always wants to pinpoint and point the finger at other people. Sure, they played a role in it, right? They played a role in it. But I'm a firm believer in, and I've said it many a times. No, we're not in the history books. Not as shit. What's the word I'm looking for? Not a civilized people, we're not. It's by design. It is by design, but yet and still we still got to take the accountability, because if we see what's going on and we just fall into the trap, then that make us just as blamable. Yeah. I'm about to spark up this other blunt, y'all. So, you know, Miss Dee, you had a good video that you just posted. Stop. I want to get the title right. Stop forgiving people for your past. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They unleashed crack in DCF and killed respect. Yep. So let me ask you a question. Could that fall under your topic? Stop forgiving people for your past. Could that statement fall under that topic? When we start dropping global statistics. Chef, I don't even know the statistics. I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like that could go under that topic, Miss Dee. I really do. Cause it's like, you know what up, Saf? I was looking at another YouTuber, right? And he said that we're not considered, black people should stop calling themselves kings and queens, because he said that Africans don't consider Black Americans as kings or queens because our lineage, because we didn't come from a lineage of warriors and kings. This is what he said. Do I agree? No. No, I don't agree, but you know what I mean. I don't think the average Joe would know what to do with power, especially if the education and opportunities for education don't rise. I agree, Chef. Hey, preach that's a tendency that they love to do. Throw rocks in high hands. I don't know what Biden tax plan is talking about, but I know it ain't gonna do that, Chef.
Hi.
Hey, how
What
you
to
doing?
do? How y'all doing?
We easy.
Yeah, I made that video earlier because people hook up with negative people all the time.
Yes,
And they also, it's like, well, you know, I used to be like that, or somebody gave me a chance. But then when you get burned by this person, you're upset with them, like, you know, you feel disappointed, but you only forgave them because they reminded you of yourself. If you've grown and you're at a different place, like, you don't have to keep letting negativity into your life because you used to be negative. If you're no longer negative, like, get on with yourself. Mm-hmm.
Right. Question. Say say I see somebody that reminded me of me back then. Now, I wanna say something to I want to say something to him because I've been there, but I don't want to sound hypocritical, right? How would I go about doing it?
You know,
that was me.
I'm in a similar situation, but it's with a younger person. So basically, I'm just gonna let him know that I've been where you are, you know, and this is what you could do. You know, you have options. You know what I'm saying? It's either death, prison, or, you know, just a life of misery at the end of the day. It's not being preachy or hypocritical if you're not being judgmental. If you're coming from a good place, it'll come across that way.
And sometimes that's all people need, options, you know? That people get really blindsided by the circumstances they're in, but the right person can be there at the right time to give them options. And it goes a long way. I agree.
Okay. Now, knowing how you were, if that person is not receptive, you done your part. Do you wipe your hands, or do you still try to reach out?
Hell no. Get a preachers that let them go.
But yeah,
let me tell you my story. First
of all,
let me say how the Mr. Chef Diddy video was on point. Love it.
I see you around, man.
All right, appreciate that. I'm in that boat right now, trying to figure out how to get my life jacket on to go across the sea, the ocean, whatever, by myself. This effort has lost her freaking mind. I went on vacation a couple weeks ago. Loved it. Up north to just to have a good time by myself, because down here in Mississippi, I was having some issue with somebody I thought I wanted to be with. But when you find yourself in a predicament where you try to compromise, not your reaction, but the situation at hand, the person that you don't want to see it how you see it, but they don't want to make it an even playing field. It's always their way or the highway. Okay, so today I'm like, look, I'm at peace with myself. I can't fool with you because you don't understand the actual factual that when I tell you about yourself, you don't look in the mirror. And that was just like me years ago. People told me, like, hey man, you this way? No, I ain't. But I had to see for myself, like, damn, they were right. So when I found out for myself how I was or how I used to be, I changed. But now that I see from other folks, I say, hey man, hey woman, this ain't cool. They in denial. I'm like, okay, but you only in denial for so many days, so many weeks, so many years. You can get fed up with that person eventually. And I got fed up real quick, like, because I see it for myself through other people. But from these folks, I can't fool you no more. I can't deal with you. And I'm 49. I need 50.
How long were you in that relationship?
Say what now?
How long were you in that relationship?
I won't call it a relationship. I call it an issue-ship.
A situationship.
But I've known her for almost 2 years. And from day one to up to the 6th month, it was all good, just friendship. But from the 6th month to day one up to now, I'm like Marvin Gaye. I'm throwing up both my hands. I just want to.
Well, let me tell you something though. That's when the love is new. The first 7 months. Everybody know that's what it is. The first 7 months are always wonderful. After that, you know, it's a make it or break situation.
Let me ask you a question.
It was just like a friendship thing, trying to fit out where we're gonna go with that. It wasn't no love involved, to tell you the truth. But I feel what you're saying though. What's up?
Preach. Let me ask you a question. Keep it a G with me, all right?
You got, man. What's up, man?
Were you compromising and willing to listen to her?
Yes. But I didn't like what I heard. I didn't like how I felt.
Because you didn't like what you heard.
Right.
You rebelled against it?
Yeah.
I agree with him. Here's my stance on it, right? I feel like this. When you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, it shouldn't take that much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to talk to you about respecting me, or we got to work on you answering the phone when I call and little stuff like that, this is not the relationship for me. I'm not going to waste time. People waste a lot of time trying to fix other people, you know, or make them fit your mold. It is either I can accept you how you are, or it's just not what it is. I'm not going to be debating with you about, you know, simple stuff. We don't get along. We argue all the time. Then why are we together?
Good point. Let me ask you a question, Nita, real quick. Let's say you and I were like involved. We just met. I'm telling you, I'm going on vacation for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month. But I don't tell you where I'm going. If you ask me that same question, and I'm like, I'm going up north or wherever, would you keep asking me the same question over and over again, or just let it go?
I would let it go.
Okay.
But I'm a different type of person. I mean, I feel like too, like, especially if we're not in a relationship, you're not committed to me, you're not my husband, right. You're not my fiance. Right. So when I'm with you, I'm with you. Now, when you went up north, you was up north. Now I see you when you get back. If you choose to call me while you up north, cool. You know, I'll talk to you, I'll shoot you a text, but I'll see you when you get back. I got my own life and things going on. So
husband and Beyonce's the only one that get that respect. The boyfriends or somebody you dating, maybe getting serious with, don't get that respect of knowing where you going.
He said it's only been a month. No, mind your business. I might not even like you when I get back. Who knows? No.
Hey. Yeah, I can't say that.
Absolutely not. It is. And listen, here's the thing about relationships. People forget, right? Everybody has the right to change their mind. You could be madly in love with somebody and think it's great. Yeah. And then tomorrow you find out, you know what, boo, this ain't working for me. That's the way the game go. So you got to be careful how much of yourself you're willing to put out there. You know, I got a wall up. I'm dead serious about what I do. I'm happy. I'm content. You know, I date. I have friends. You know, it is what it is. But
right.
I'm not worried about where they are and what they're doing. Yeah, I'm not.
But you want to have a serious relationship at some point again, correct?
I don't know. Don't know. No, I don't know. I mean, it would be nice, but it would have to be right. Like I said, I'm not working on no relationship. I'm not training nobody. I don't want to hear no I have a dream speech. None of that shit. You need to come correct or don't come at all. I'm not being bothered with none of that. Because you know people.
No leeway at all.
I mean, either I like you or I don't. Either you like me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not hard to please. But if you can't do the small things that are required and that I expect, then no, deuces. I'm not going to keep reminding you to be kind to me. I'm not going to remind somebody to be nice to me, or I got to keep telling you how I want to be treated. Y'all got to remember too, I'm older. I'm 48. I don't have time for that. Hell no.
Okay, so preach. Can you take a strong woman? Can you take a strong woman? Can you take a strong woman?
Yeah, I was married to one. Very strong. And
you know they're very opinionated.
Oh yeah, boy, she still is to this day. You know, we're still friends. But I'm not afraid of a strong woman. Let me emphasize that. I'm not afraid of a strong black woman.
Okay.
That's what I really want. I mean, I have nothing against interracial dating at all. But for me, myself and I want somebody who's like me, not just on skin tone, but mental tone, where we've been in the past centuries or so of our ancestors. Because other races, they have a clue, but they don't know how we're responding to what we've gone through as far as the ancestors goes. My cousin, bless his heart, got a wife now, and they have 2 boys together. Beautiful marriage. She's Hispanic. All that mattered to me was, as long as she treat him right, because I know what he's been through, I'm out of it. I told her from day one, my cousin did some bullshit with y'all folks. He ain't having it. I ain't having it. If I even hear you acting fool with him, I'm coming to Dallas, Texas and whooping somebody's ass.
Yo, where the hell did the chat go?
It ain't up.
Once you're on the StreamYard, I don't know.
No.
You gotta
I'm
hit the
not
chat
talking about me. I'm not talking about me visually. What I'm seeing, I'm talking about the chat just completely stopped.
Oh, maybe we were the chat.
Yeah.
It's like 7 people. It is. It's complete. I was like, are we talking about something that's affecting somebody right now? Because it's just dead.
That's their issue. This is mature grown folk talk. They don't want to hear that.
That's wild.
I have a question for I want to hear each and every aspect of it. Say you had a child, right, with another person, and you were involved with, a guy or a female that became your husband or wife. Would you allow for your child's mother or son to bring the child into the home or to the door, or would you have to have a meeting place where somebody else picks up the child? Did I explain it properly, or should I?
Absolutely. I believe in co-parenting, period. I don't have no time for that. I don't like people who don't respect parent, mother, daughter, father, mother relationships, because it's about the children at the end of the day. So if you can't understand that, I was in a situation like that actually, but it was the flip side. It was my kid's father. He married this. Another thing you men need to be careful is marrying these young heifers that don't mean y'all no good. They don't care nothing about you. They just want your money. Just like y'all want them for sex, they want you for money. It's a mutual exchange. It ain't tricking if you got it, but honey. But if you get sick or something happen, you can be sorry. Okay. So yeah, so that's what happened. This chick come along. She got 2 kids, 2 baby daddies. I guess she had her first baby early, right? So what she didn't understand was that me and my baby daddy always got, we didn't get along, but we always got along for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we went on vacation together. We did everything together, birthday party, everything, because we're both a parent here. But here she come with no experience, no concept of that, and just kind of threw a monkey wrench in everything. It was like, I told him, I was like, first of all, she's too young and she's dumb. She doesn't know what time it is. Like, there's a huge age gap. If you and a person don't relate to the same music on some level, there are small things. That's just like if you want to know a person, watch the news with them and listen to their response. They will tell you everything you need to know about them. It's just little things that matter. Oh, wow. But when men are blind by ass, y'all don't care. If it's a fat ass in the room, that's all y'all care about. Oh, she got a fat ass.
That's wild, because my wife and I, so we've been married for 11 years now. We are almost polar opposites on everything. It can be politics, religion, especially music. We find some common ground in all those topics. We find some common ground, and we found those in those topics. The things that we find common ground on, although they're small, it's like it just ends every dispute. It ends every discrepancy. I don't know how or why, but
I can tell you why. Y'all like each other.
Yeah, I married my best friend out the gate. Like, I knew
exactly.
We both.
A lot of people are in fantasies. They're not in real relationships. You don't understand? Like, you will hear people say, "I've always wanted to get married. This is my dream wedding." But what about the relationship? A lot of people don't marry people they actually like. You see, COVID broke up so many relationships. So, but if you like this person and you've already clicked, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It doesn't take that much work to get along. Y'all have that, and it is what it is. She genuinely likes you. You genuinely like her, not because of her fat ass, not because you have money. It has to be some substance, or you're lost.
I agree. I totally agree.
And yeah, we people look for the wrong things. You know how many men are single and lonely because they won't date a fat woman? It's unbelievable.
I never thought about that.
No, I work with this dude. This is a white dude. He my friend. He's from Ohio, right? I met him when he came out here like 20 years ago. And he only wants to date like really thin women. And I told him, I said, listen, at this point you're 40. Any woman that's that skinny is either on crack or anorexic. Now, what do you really expect? So, and he's gone out on dates with like thicker women. And I'm telling you, not big women. I'm talking like a size maybe 8, a size 10. and he has issues with them. Now, mind you, he has good income, lonely as hell. His family live in Ohio. We out here in Connecticut, you know, so it's like you would rather really be alone than date a fat woman. It's crazy.
I don't understand that one.
Because men are visual, and like I said, that's why they fall for women with just a fat ass and nothing else to offer. But men are also easily misled by their friends. So if they come out with a girl that their friends deem she's not worthy or she's ugly and they say something, then they're out. Like, oh, you know, he could have been loving you down yesterday. It only take one of his friends to say some old fly shit and then he's acting funny with you, you know?
You know what? I'm glad I never fell into that because my friend's taste is definitely not mine. I have never been the type to fall for what everybody else wanted. I always wanted the smart, nerdy, to the self type person. Cause that's how I was. But you know. Yeah, big booty and all that stuff. That's a good perk, but I need a personality and mentality. Yeah. I mean,
yes, but people, you know, everybody got this fantasy going on Fantasy Island. Now, you know, you watch my videos. I always talk about Fantasy Island.
Yes, man. But I back in the day, we all faltered. I ain't gonna hold you. But this is my next question. Oh shit! Excuse me. This is my next question. Would you have an issue with your child calling their other parent, mate, mother or father?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too. I would too.
It sounds crazy, but when I hear grown people on YouTube calling, like, I don't know what y'all watch on here, but there's like different sectors on here, right? But it'll be grown people on here calling people that they just met online. Never met them personally, anything. They be calling them mom, grandma, all kind of stuff. And I just feel offended when you're calling a stranger your mother, because my thought is, well, damn, what kind of mama did you have? Because my mother was great and nobody could ever replace my mother. I would never call somebody my mama that I don't know. Like, so a girlfriend, a mate, hell no.
Yeah, cause I never liked a female to call me daddy and all that stuff. That's no. I ain't nobody. I got children, but I ain't nobody daddy is.
I don't like when Monique does it to her husband. Y'all know Monique, the comedian?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's weird to me.
Who want to sleep with their daddy? I don't.
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird to me.
Stupid.
Yeah,
I don't. I really thought Monique had a little more sense to her. I think she just dumb for that man.
Yeah, but see, y'all don't know what it's like. Like I said, about the fantasy and about being a big woman and being a black woman. And she got a lot of shit, strikes against her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, because, you know, in this relationship, he's allowed to have what they call it, a hall pass, or he could cheat, whatever. Yeah. Well, I would never. Because if that's the case, then like I said, when I'm with you, I'm with you. And when you go home, you go home. Like, I'm good with that.
I just want to interject. I didn't know that Monique was a comedian.
For real?
You're not funny. Hello? You're not funny. You're not a comedian either, okay?
I cannot. I've said it numerous times. I could not share my wife with somebody else. And the mere thought of somebody else touching my wife, I know. So for me to share and step out on the marriage, that's no.
Because you love her. You actually like her. See, there's a difference. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people are with people they don't like. Some people are with people because they need a place to stay. They want to split the rent. There are many reasons. You know what I'm saying? Many.
Right.
Wait, mister. Do other men in real life call her cakes?
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
Chef is messy. I like him. Let me see.
I mean, but that's our entertainment handle. Now I mean,
yeah. And it's catchy as fuck. So it's like you can't change it.
Cakes. Cake. You know.
It's I know I had another question. And this is something me and Cakes talked about. So I need Miss Dee opinion, and I need a male opinion. So Chef, preach. First, I want the male opinion. How would you feel about your wife squeezing your butt in public? Or your woman squeezing your butt in public?
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Cause my dinner's ready. Oh, Dee, by the way, I just subscribed to you too. So
thank you. Did you leave me a message so I can subscribe back to you?
Yeah, I did. I said I subscribed to you, Dee, on your last video.
Okay. All right. I'll hit you back.
Thank you. But here's my take on the butt grabbing. Oh crap! Hold on. Oh, never mind. All right, false alarm. My ex-wife still does that to this day. I kid you not. I have no problem with that because we were once husband and wife. It's nothing freaky like getting down in nitty gritty in the get down, but it's just showing. It tells me, okay, she's not ashamed of what she used to have, and it's like a quick grab. This is my butt. This is what she does, and she let go. It's so quick that nobody else sees it. Okay.
It's telling me something else. I don't know about y'all, but
say what now?
It's telling me something different. Okay, hold up. So when you're dating someone else, do you do that? Like, is there boundaries? Have you ever been with somebody else and said, hey, no?
I'm still single. Now, if I wasn't single, I'll let her know. We never keep secrets as far as they go. Because if she was in a relationship right now, I would tell her, look, I don't want to offend your relationship with whoever you're dating with right now. But she knows I have my own life. She got hers. The only thing we do share is a Shih Tzu dog that she has in her custody. I shouldn't say custody because it wasn't no fight. But she has.
So you saying if you was in a relationship, she wouldn't grab the butt?
She wouldn't. I know her for like 12 years. She wouldn't do that.
You're still in a relationship.
Yeah.
No.
Still in a relationship. Yeah. No. If you really want to free yourself and get a real, because what are you gonna do? Wait until the woman you really like fall into your life and then say to your ex, we gotta break, we gotta fall back a little. You gotta create some boundaries now so you can set your energy up for some new love to come your way.
I got
you. Still holding on to. It's like when I had my old Camry in the garage and I wouldn't let it go. And my coworker, he was like, "Girl, get rid of that car already." He's like, "You ain't gonna get a new car until you get rid of that one. I'm telling you." And as soon as I got rid of it, I got a new one. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get rid of the old and make room for the new. But you still teetering with the old.
What do I say about that?
I got it. We can all agree, disagree, but I got it. Hey, no love lost. I understand where she's coming from. Here's my safe zone and my coin about to blow up. We're in 2 different states, so we hardly ever see each other. We're 12 hours away from each other. So
you still need to start healing internally. I don't feel like you've let go.
Okay.
I feel like you need to heal, and then let it go. Find something for you, like you got to find something inward for you, and you need to let that go. Because what will happen is,
no, I'll go ahead and finish. I want to say something today.
I don't want him to, because what will happen is you're respecting her space, right? But one day she'll meet some Negro in your space, you'll be nobody. And you won't be prepared for that. You understand? Like, you need to save yourself.
Okay. You know what's funny? I legally couldn't hold my wife's hand in public for the last 3 years.
What?
Where were you?
But
I was in the UAE.
On that note, my corn about to blow up. It's ready, so I'm about to eat. But have a nice meeting all y'all. It's up, Mister. I already know you.
You too. I'm gonna talk to you soon.
I preach. Appreciate
y'all.
Take care. Have a good day. Enjoy your dinner. Think about what I said. Think about what I said.
Gotcha. This is what we call a healthy conversation.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes,
I'm going to go eat my wings. I'm sorry, my wings and call it night. So,
okay.
All right, y'all.
Later. Nice meeting you.
Please. So, Chef, why you couldn't hold her hand? That's crazy.
Yeah, I told you the laws in Islamic culture.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. See, that's why I couldn't live there.
But let me ask you this. Do you think if some of those, not all of their laws, not all of their rules, but some of them to some degree were implemented here, that it would be a better place? Because it's dangerous here in America, right? It's really dangerous. Not just, the racism and all that, but just, with all the guns and all the murders. It's just crazy. The children are out of control. Children are murdering other children. Parents are killing kids. It's just a lot going on right now. And I guess they got stuff too, but I don't know. It's like
some of these stuff is so strict and hard.
So, yeah,
I'll tell you this: there isn't a safer place in the world that I wish I would have continued to raise my son. Yeah, because the punishments are even insane. You give somebody the middle finger, you can go to jail for like 2 years. Like,
that's crazy.
You're forced to be a model citizen. Like I think I told you the story about my vodka. Like when I finally, you have to get a special license and get approval from your job in the government to be able to buy alcohol. So I got this license, made my first purchase from a government sanctioned liquor stop, which is hilarious. The government has a liquor store. Yeah, I decided, I was like, hey, let me get some lemons, some club soda to go with this vodka. I went in the store, came out, sat down on this little ledge, ordered an Uber, just chilling, put the bags down, ordered the Uber, got in the Uber, went home, made dinner, took a shower, got in bed. Mind you, it's like 2 hours later now. And I'm like, oh man, where's my vodka? I had no idea where it was. I was like, oh, I left it outside the store. I got back in an Uber, got dressed, got back in an Uber, went right to the store, sitting still right there in front of the store. That's how safe it is. Because
I'm sorry. I mean, even not arranged marriage necessarily, but I think that here sometimes is people just make, they have children with anybody. There are no standards, and the children are suffering,
Yeah.
It's like people are intertwined. And I always tell young people, you have to be careful who you have children with, because look at their family and what kind of people are they all jailbirds? Are they child molesters? Is everybody dumb? Is there, those things matter. Look at what you're joining and signing up for. You know what I mean? Because your child is going to be a part of this clique forever. So be careful.
The stock of a person in their family is definitely something you should look at.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel that not every young person, but a lot in, I guess, the vicinity that we dwell in, they really don't have a desire to live past the next moment. They can't. They don't see further than what they see. So I don't think they put too much thought in any of that. Not all of them, but it's a vast majority of them.
It's sad. That's why at first I was saying how skinny. You notice how skinny the youth is today, but it's just they're not eating. They're hungry. These kids are hungry. It's sad.
And they looking old. They are looking so old.
people cared about us. Remember?
The kids are eating likes and clicks.
Yeah,
but there's a whole nother group. There's a whole nother flip side of children out there who are honestly, when I tell you, are not being cared for. They're not eating. It's
that's sad. That's very sad. And the what's even sadder is that it's people that see this and are in a position to help or at least offers something, and they won't.
Well, but see, that's the other thing. Now we going back to, like government programs are slashed. People are not getting the assistance that they need. I know some don't think that it matters, but those programs and things are important. Like now, even with the COVID, I don't know if all the states are doing it, but I know they're like, if you have a student in school, they're giving everybody food stamps to supplement you. Even if you don't get them normally, if you have a kid in the school system, they're giving them to you because the kids are home. There are many children who do not eat. They have posts set up too where you can pick up food and lunches or whatever. But what I was saying earlier about Trump is like white people are poor now.
Right.
They're feeling the brunt of that. I live in Fairfield County. It's one of the richest counties in the United States. So to see those people, like they had a food drive a month or so ago at the park. And to see all those people lined up like that, it was crazy. And they were all middle class, upper middle class white people. But you got to remember, they lost their jobs too. Some of them got 401k plans, but everybody don't. A lot of them own businesses. So that little bit of unemployment money they was giving them, it didn't make up for all the jobs you were doing. While they were trying to hold out on the $600, there are people who work 3 jobs. Like, what are you talking about? It's a lot. A lot of people have taken losses. A lot of people have family members to COVID. You see this man, the president, joking about it, and he doesn't care. He thinks it's a game. Remember, he had it for 2 days. Jesus cleared him. People, you watch your family member die, you ain't feeling this, what he's saying.
No, you're right.
People hurt. People don't have money. People don't have health insurance. Education is bad because this virtual learning is a lot of pain behind this too. I'm telling you, I almost went to jail the other night. All right. And did y'all hear about that little girl online in Chicago? All right. So there's a little girl, 7 years old. So that's 2nd grade, online. And all of a sudden, the kids are going, "What's going on?" The teacher had her back turned. She turned around. It's the 18-year-old and got the little girl pants pulled down and making her perform oral sex on him, right?
That's crazy.
Teacher has all the kids log off. But when it happened, I was like, oh my God, how long has this been happening to this poor little girl? So today they have, did a little update or whatever. But it's happened over 25 times, of course. The little girl was at her grandmother's house. You know what I'm saying? But again, so this boy is 18, her cousin. Who did it to him? He looked off. Why are y'all leaving her with him? It's just, just so many questions, so many wrongs. I didn't even have a baby until I know I could put my baby in daycare. Like, people just have children and they just like, I'll drop it off to whoever house. They don't even plan. No kind of thought goes into these things. It's just sad. And then leaving your daughter.
I didn't hear anything about it. I'm still trying to slowly figure out where to get my information and my news now that I'm back in America, because I don't trust a lot of sources. But I just Googled the story that you just said. Like, you said it, it struck me. I see the guy and I see his face. Oh my God. Like, I'm enraged beyond measure. Like my night is ruined knowing that this happened. Like,
yeah, horrible. And what about the other children? And what about the teacher? That people are affected. That is crazy. The little kids who saw it, there was other 2nd graders on there too. They were the ones who alerted the teacher. They're like, oh my God, what's going on? But I'm glad she left the camera on, because they were supposed to be shutting down, I guess. So thank God, so she could be safe. That's terrible. Scarred for life.
And damn, I hope they locked him up. I'm sorry.
when I look, there's another story I read. Google this one. A man raped his 10-month-old baby, murdered her. Google that one. That was like last week, this week too, I believe. Yeah.
In Pennsylvania?
I don't know, but they said that they didn't. I just read that they didn't have any heat or hot water in the home and all of this. Like, why are people just like? And then people don't want to supply birth control. Y'all worried about a COVID shot? Y'all need to be giving out birth control. People need to really be on birth control because it is just sad for the children.
Yeah, what's really sad is that like there's no fixing that. There's no law. There's nothing that can pull that demon out of society. It's just there with us.
And growing, it's growing so rapidly. I mean, what did I read today? I read about another boy. I just read it a few minutes ago. Oh my God, what did he do? Oh, a dude today, Google this one, beat his 4-month-old son so bad the people said that it was equivalent to being in a fatal car crash. A 4-month-old baby.
Black.
You know it.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know it. And the thing about it that troubles me is that these people who are committing these crimes are like 20 years old. So what
Everybody know what life is themselves.
No, someone abused them. That's the thing. Like, you want to be mad at the abusers, you want to take it out on them, but it's like, you really do have to ask the question, who did it to you? Because remember, now we Black people, they don't never talk about our stuff like that. But let's just use the Boy Scouts of America and the freaking Catholic Church. How that hand in hand and simultaneously, how many lives they destroyed and ruined. You know what I'm saying? Those people went on to become doctors, nurses, and teachers. They've affected every aspect of all of our lives, period. Like, I thought about it one day. I said, this was some bullshit. I didn't do it. I damn near failed gym. You can see I ain't really in the gym like that. But think about it. Like, why were they having middle schoolers showering after gym class? Either you just came from home and washed your ass, right? Or it's after lunch and you about to go home to wash your ass if you need to. Why would you have children going through puberty, getting naked and taking a shower and failing them if they didn't do it? You know what I mean? Like, who benefited from that? And then you think about the Sandusky case. You see what I'm saying? It's like, this is what it is. And it's like, oh my God, these kids are just, it's a nightmare.
That's a good question. I never even thought of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been with the okie doke all along. Because how did they move all them priests around? Think about it. There was a man who worked with Hitler. Okay, this man must have been about 87 years old. Okay, this is about 2 years ago. They tracked this man down and prosecuted him, right? For crimes against Jews. Yet, how many Catholic priests and Boy Scout leaders are still roaming around America free, wreaking havoc on other children, and y'all haven't arrested any of them?
So many.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. America's on some bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to live nowhere else either. I ain't saying all that. But what I am saying is that I can't overlook the wrongs. It is what it is.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Now, you also said we have to look at who abused them.
Yeah, man.
I totally believe we do have to look at who abused them, but also is a flip side of that. I believe that sometimes the person that been abused shouldn't want that for nobody else, and wouldn't go on to abuse anybody. It doesn't always end up like that. Sometimes they do abuse others because they've been abused, but some don't. It don't always.
But it's just like but it's like the guys who turn gay. It's like the young men who were not gay, who were molested, whose first sexual experiences were with other men, and their sexuality was stolen away from them, so they don't feel comfortable with a woman because you know what I'm saying? That wasn't their intent, but that's what happened.
So you think that because they first experience was a man and then was taken, that they'll go on to be gay
A lot of times that's what happens. Yeah. I know a gay pastor, and he told me one time, he said, listen, you know, you have to be careful with your little boys. He said, don't let people touch them. He was like, even women, he said, young men are very sensitive. Like anything can make them tingle. Anything makes them feel a certain way. He said, but when they're young like that, like people will take advantage of them, which is true. We know that.
Right.
But he did tell me that that's how he ended up being gay, because he's not gay now. He's married to a woman, but he was attracted to men because he was being raped repeatedly. You got to remember, these incidents don't happen one time and then that's it. These are people who have access to you.
Right.
You know? So yeah, they do damage to you, man. Like I said, that little girl online, this has happened. Well, she said 20 times, but she's been going over there for a year and a half. So let's just say a year and a half. Every time he had a chance, he took advantage. It's sick. Yeah. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
I'm over here still looking up the story. I'm still reading more and more and more. I'm just like my chest hurts.
You know that the saying has been protect the black woman lately, and we damn sure gotta protect our black children.
You know,
we gotta protect us. Period. Our legacy.
I wanna touch that one. The protect the black women situation, right? I'm gonna say check the black woman. Period. Check these women. I'm sick of this shit. All black women are not queens, okay? All black women do not carry themselves on a higher level. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, check the black woman. Y'all need to do better by your children. Y'all buying y'all kids all of this. What's that shit? Fashion Nova, little girl. Your little girl shouldn't be wearing Fashion Nova. What happened to socks and little and bows and shit? Y'all little girls got weaves, long painted fingernail. What the hell is going on here?
Didi, you didn't happen to say any of this on your channel, did you?
Yeah, I say stuff like that.
They're gonna come for you, but I understand where you're coming from.
Oh no, they don't want it with the kid. Trust me.
There's like this. There's a war, man. There's a black gender war, and it's messy right now, especially on YouTube.
Yeah, and then like these black women are following these gay men around like they crazy. A gay man can't tell you a damn thing about being a woman. Okay, he is clueless. Then you see women on here telling gay men that they look better than other natural born women. I had a gay man told me that I look funny. That was hilarious to me. I look funny? Yeah, but you look like a mechanic in a damn sequin dress, but I look funny. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's crazy, but these women follow these black men, these gay men, they praise them. And it's like, damn, you really lost as a woman. You know, because I don't follow anybody. I got my own thing going on. So, you know, but I had a strong mother too, who was a real lady, like a real woman, a strong woman, work hard, went to church, all that good stuff, you know, and will curse you out if she needed to. But I knew to be independent, but to see these grown women on here with children, see, that's the thing. This is what I'm saying when I say the children are in trouble and the women need to be checked, because there are women on here who are bisexuals or whatever the hell they are, following these gay men, but y'all are raising children. You know, there was a time when you were bisexual as a woman, you kept that shit private till your kids got grown. You know, it's out of respect for the kids. Every time you get a boyfriend, you bringing this new man to your house. There was a time when you didn't know your mother boyfriend, period.
Right.
But now people just involve their children in everything. Their children know all their business. Their children, it's just too much. They're not being parents. They're not being mothers. They being internet thoughts.
I gotta agree there, 100%.
It's a lot. Did y'all Suki Hana? Y'all know Suki?
Yeah, that was disgusting.
I didn't watch it. I just heard about it. Did you hear about it, Chef? Where he at? Chef probably somewhere upset reading that article. Oh yeah, Suki. You know, see, but anything for fame. That's why I said I would never.
I'm plane ticket to Chicago right now. That's what I'm doing.
No. Oh, where you going, Chef?
No, I'm actually I'm cooking something.
Oh, are you going to kick somebody back?
Wait, but I just came back in the room and I think you said something about Sukihana.
Yeah, oh, did you see video?
Yeah, what's wrong with that video?
The one where she threw up?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I didn't see it. I don't know.
I don't know. Like it's the industry. It is what it is. Like I can't get too mad. I can't get upset with celebrities, especially when they put themselves in compromising positions. Because, well, one, for her, she's been a clout chaser since she started in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to give her any more attention than, you know, she's already insanely bargained for. So, but it's a different story if that gets into the access of children. But luckily, well, I mean, it was on Instagram, right?
Well, it's on OnlyFans, but you know how things make their way around.
Yeah.
And I didn't know she had 4 children. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
I knew she had some. I didn't know how many. And I didn't know that was her husband. And that shows a supposedly husband or man or whatever. But that definitely shows the lack of respect that he has for her.
But see, it's when you don't aspire to have more and be more, you know?
Yeah.
I believe in being on the come up. Even if I'm with somebody, we need to, like my friends, even coming up, like I've had older friends. So my friends always had things. My aunt was like one of my best friends. She like 12 years older than me. And she always had money, you know, like work, had her own credit, you know, everything. Right. So you want to be like the people around you who have more. I've never been one. I don't do ignorance. I hate ghetto. Now, don't get me wrong. I show my ass. Don't get me wrong. I love, you know, I got ghetto in me, but I'm talking that ghetto where you just cannot step outside of your neighborhood. Like, because you're just going to be like, people going to be looking at you like the animal in the zoo. Like, what? No, it's too much. Like, but this is the mother. You think her kids ain't going to have feelings about that? You think, you know, some other kid is going to get wind of this video. And
yeah.
That's a given. You know, one time here in where I live, they had a smut list, right?
They had one in my city too.
You know, I took it upon myself to call the police station, told them where to locate it, and had that shit removed. You know, and this is why I'm saying, while you have people like, well, I'm not a role model, I'm just an entertainer. You sound dumb. You sound dumb. You know, people are looking at you. Like, there are some things that I really could like really say, like some old offensive, but why would I do that? You know what I mean? Like, people see you. You have to carry yourself a certain way. You want to be respected, but respect is a no anymore. Nobody cares about respect. It means nothing.
Nah, they just want approval. They don't care how they get it.
Look, they want to be respected for the dumb stuff that they're doing. You say anything to them, they're going to be mad at you for being disrespectful. I don't get these people. I'm just like, I can't be bothered. I came up around ignorant people. Not everybody, but you know, just ignorance when you see it. Like, this is enough. This is enough. And even those people who I came up with, even they had morals and respect on some level. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they might beat you down, but you did something to deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It wasn't just at a random, like, no, you really did something, but now it's just, there's a fellow YouTuber on here, and one day I logged onto her Instagram, right? And I mean, I just started bawling. So I see that her boyfriend died, right? But the way that I was moved and that she was crying too, I'm like, it gotta be more to this. Like, at first I thought it was an illness, but then I find out, that he got shot in the back of the head. So she had updated me and told me that, the detectives have him on camera and you could see somebody like following him. And then the person just walked up to him, shot him in the head and kept walking.
That's
right. This is our today though, I can't tell you how many kids got killed up in Bridgeport. Oh my God. In the last month. It's crazy. Where are these guns coming from?
That's a good ass question. I mean, you have to have your head on the swivel when you go outside. You may have never did nothing to nobody, but you still gotta have your head on the swivel because I don't know, it's so much clout and just ignorance and people starving and hurting. I don't know. It's no care.
Yeah,
it's no care for life. It's a
hard thing to explain to my son right now because he spent more than half his life, outside of America. So it's like yesterday or day before yesterday, we went to go get a sandwich at the gas station, and he's just like outside. He like got his phone out, and some guy comes up to him like, I'm coming out the store. One, I didn't know he left, and some guy comes up to him asking for some change or whatever. And then I get there, and the guy, he asked me for change, and I'm just like, I'm explaining to him like, yo, this is a homeless person. like I had to explain that to him. This is a homeless person, and you got to be careful. Like, you can't be outside by yourself. You shouldn't have your phone out like that. You should be kind of focusing on what's going on around you. He could snatch the phone right out your hand. Guess what? I'm not buying you another one because life is tough and shit like that happens.
You might need to be watching Boys in the Hood this weekend, okay? Because yeah, he need a crash course. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he's a cool kid, man. He speaks 3 languages now. Like, he's so nice and respectful to adults, to other kids.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only because he's gone to strict private schools where they've taught him
and
that's how
you're
you
his
have to
dad,
be.
and you're his dad.
Yeah, and I'm his dad.
It means everything.
But unfortunately, due to my career, I'm not home a lot. No matter what country I'm in, I'm working a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I give his mom more credit than anything for him turning out to be the kid he is today at 11. But yeah, he's a lot of these things are unbeknownst to him, and I'm just like, I'm trying to explain to him. I'm like, yeah, this guy might be on drugs. He's like, what? He's like, what drugs are you on? I'm like, I have to explain everything.
See, but you're gonna need to catch him up really quickly because
we might not be here long because I'm not finding the right opportunities here in
that
in
might
America.
be a
I've only
blessing.
been here for 3 months.
Yeah, because you want him to fall victim of any of the BS. None. And no matter how great of a parent you are, children are at risk, especially here. Where there are no morals and no standards and people don't have no rules. I know you said that it was rough over there, but I'm telling you, sometimes it's needed. It's necessary. Like, right, it's just a mess here. Mess.
So it falls on the older generation, right? The parents, the brothers, the uncles, the aunts. That's what it falls on, right? Because we ain't showing them properly. It gotta fall on somebody.
And I say the peers too. I can, like I have a daughter that's 24, and there's a period. She be mad at me a lot sometimes, but I don't care. It was funny when we were on vacation. So we in the DR or whatever. I'm sitting out there and waiting for them to meet me at the table. And she's small. She's a really petite girl. So she come up to me and I was like, where are your shorts? And she said, in my bag. I said, put them on. But I didn't see there was some lady sitting across from me. And she was like, gave me the nod. Like, yeah, good mom. Yeah, I don't care how old you are. Please. There are just certain things. If I'm just going to say something to you. Because some people act like they don't know better. And they say when you know better, you do better. So you can't say, I didn't tell you. Again,
Yeah.
Because you can teach them anything, and when they get with the wrong friend or anything like that, sometimes it's just a wrap for a minute.
Yeah, I totally agree. You can do your best to instill whatever you want, but that child is going to do what it want to do, whether they want to hold near and dear what you instilled, or if they want to step out and experience life on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Child is going to do what it want to do. Period. And I'm cool with that. You gotta live your life, bump your head, but my job is just let you know what's out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now we're so deep, we don't even know. Do you know how many things we don't know?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know. Did y'all know that you could buy $3 heroin?
No.
I didn't know that. That was new to me. But I guess up in New Hampshire, they have a serious heroin problem up there. So,
I'm just gonna say no, so I don't sound crazy. No.
I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation, and I was telling somebody that I haven't seen a crackhead in so long. Do they even exist?
Mm-hmm.
I know pill heads and all this other stuff, but I have not seen a crackhead in so long. And no sooner than I said that, I seen 5 crackheads.
Okay, I was gonna say I cussed one out at the gas station the other day.
I did not know they existed anymore. I did not.
Oh, they're out there.
Mm.
Yeah. See, but if you live in a halfway decent area, the government has pushed all those people out, so you don't really see them. They've gone to other towns and stuff. You know, the regentrification is real. So.
Yeah. Yes,
Mhm.
it is.
Like Giuliani. I never forget there was an episode of Family Guy where they said that Rudy Giuliani killed all the homeless people in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Because they disappeared all at the same time.
They did. Have you been to I went to Harlem. It's like a whole different world over there.
Wait, Didi, where are you from?
Connecticut.
You're from Connecticut. Yeah, I before I left America, I lived in Harlem.
Oh, you did? Yeah, Harlem. How long ago? So you've been going a while, like 8 years, right?
No, like 6 years.
But it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, I've visited pretty much biannually, and it was gentrified when I left. It was gentrified when I was a teenager.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, okay. You sound older. Yeah.
No,
definitely.
I'm sorry. I thought you were asking when I left. I left at 28.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm 34 now.
Yeah, he's still a youngling.
Yeah. I'm 34. Yeah. You hear the bass of my voice?
I heard you. I heard you. Yeah, but you remember when like Willie Burgers was popping and everybody used to go down there on Friday nights and hang out on 125 and ride up and down the streets, and the Apollo was everything. Yeah. I remember the Africans used to sell stuff on the street and they got rid of all that. I mean, I'm a little bougie, so some of that stuff doesn't bother me.
Yeah. So have you been to the Apollo?
Yeah. I rode by it the other day. I go to Harlem all the time in the Bronx, but I'm only like 35 minutes away.
Oh, for real? Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm right there.
So Connecticut, how is Connecticut? Is it like New York, basically?
Mm-mm. No. A lot of people don't even think Black people live in Connecticut, but we do. We're here. Connecticut is quiet. It's country.
Well, I got robbed in Stamford.
Hey, baby, that's where I'm from. I know that's right.
I got robbed when I was a little kid.
Were you in the village? Where? In the village or in the South End?
I couldn't even really tell you because like there was a church. Okay, so we would go to this church like once a month. We had a main church in Harlem, but our church is in 72 locations around the United States. So we were always traveling different churches all around the United States, same preacher, all that. But in Stamford, if I probably like asked a friend of the family, they know where exactly the church was. But it was a pretty shoddy neighborhood in Stamford. And at the time when I was younger, I don't know what it is now. But yeah, I went. My parents gave me some money. I went to a little convenience store. I came out, had a gun. He's like, "Give me your food, give me your money."
Dear. Wait, let me ask you though. You said the church was on a corner?
No, the church was in the middle of the block. It was like 3 stories. Yeah, but I haven't been to that church in years. Like my parents would drive there, and I get out. I go to church. I don't know exactly the neighborhood or the street, but yeah, I remember that vividly though.
Yeah, it was real. That's what I'm telling you. I know that. I know what it is. So I don't understand people who subscribe to ignorance. Like, so exhausting. Who wants to go to prison? Who wants to be robbed? Like you said, there was a man who got killed today. Somebody tried to rob him and he shot and killed him. He got the drop on him. I just saw that.
I don't feel sorry for him, but damn.
You know, when I lived in White Plains, that happened to a dude too, but he tried to rob a U.S. Marshal by the damn courthouse. You know, and they dress in normal clothes, so you don't know who's who.
Right.
That U.S. Marshal lit his ass up. Okay. Done. Then people got mad because they was taking up a collection, and I was like, I'm not giving no money for that. He was trying to rob that man. What the hell you talking about?
And see that's another thing I never understood. Why do we rally around we know our homeboy doing something wrong, he get got or put in jail or pass away, we gotta free him, or we gotta be mad because this dude defended himself against our homeboy that was trying to get him. I don't find no. I don't subscribe to me having to be loyal to my homeboy doing something dumb.
I ain't that kind of loyal either. Nah.
I
ain't gonna go back. Knock yourself out. I'm not doing it. My friends already know. I got some criminal friends and they tease me. They're like, I would never do anything around me. You already know. Don't. Because I'm not risking my freedom for anybody. Absolutely not.
Just my luck. I'll be the one to get caught or jammed up and hurt and shit.
Can I tell you that? I want to say, damn, it's probably like 12 people I know personally that I'm cool with, like went to school with, had their phone number friendly with. Their children are in prison doing like 25 years.
Oh, damn.
It's wild. I'm telling you, wild out here. Wild.
They will not have no children by the time they get home.
Crazy. Over nonsense though, but like Chef was saying, like his son, my daughter too, I sent her to Catholic schools, and stuff like that, private school. You have to try to eliminate some of the pressure of, but some of them kids don't even go to school, I'm thinking. No. It's just sad, because why you graduate to go to prison? Like you graduate high school to go to prison. Or you drop out of school to go to prison.
Yeah. I gotta say the older generation. I mean, see, if I say the older generation failed them, then I can't stand by saying that some people, the kids, gonna do what they want to do. I don't know.
You know what? If you don't have a foundation, if you lack morals, I mean, basic, like people don't realize that appreciation is taught to your children. Respect is taught. Kindness is taught. You can teach your children to be good citizens. Yes, they might be. You're going to have kids who are going to talk back and do all of that. But at the end of the day, at the core, they have the foundation. They know right from wrong if you give it to them. But a lot of these children are not given anything. They're just not.
I totally agree.
The most recent person I know whose child went to prison. This was about a month ago. This girl I'm cool with. Now she's like, now we just finding out some things about her too that have been a lie all this time. She's been saying that she was married to this dude who's actually my brother's cousin. So they're not really married, but she's been living off his family for the last like 25 years. It is crazy.
Damn.
So the family, like they had a big house and they moved because they own like a garbage company and everything, right? So they sold that house because they had a guest house that they were living in. So I heard, oh, they moved and they downgraded. I said, well, okay. I was glad. I said, I'm sure they got their own place now, Hell no. They moved with the family into a 3-bedroom, right? But anyway, her son was always like selling drugs and doing stuff and not behaving, but she co-signed it. Because I didn't know this. My cousin told me a few weeks ago, she put up a post and said, I was going to buy myself a new car, but my son bought me one instead. Now, how could he do that if he doesn't have a job? What kind of car is he buying you? Then, all right, so fast forward a month ago, there was some dispute at the beach in Stanford. So they left and they went to a neighborhood. Like, the two parties went their separate ways. So there was a girl over there. It was 12:30 in the morning. They was hanging out in the parking lot. I don't know why. I call the cops. If anybody ever stood in front of my door, I'm going to call the police. But people don't do that. So the girl obviously had beat up the other girl. They come back to the neighborhood and shot. They must have shot her like 8 times. But they shot 4 other people too. And it was just crazy because the girl had an asthma attack and had been in a coma for like a month, they said, and had only been out the coma for 2 weeks. Like, but why are you sitting outside in neighborhoods? It's just so many questions. Like, they don't understand, like, how many times people got to shoot into a crowd and murder innocent people for you to know not to be outside in the crowd. You should only have to read about it once. I mean, you come from that. You know what it is. How many other people who do you know have been murdered randomly just standing out in a crowd? What makes you think that's okay? And then you just beat somebody up too. But her son, that lady who I'm telling y'all, the lady who lied all the time and all of that, it was her son who did it. And the reason he did it is because the girl who got beat up told him to. Huh?
That's out. That's overkill. You say 8 times?
And mind you, he shot some other people too, just that was there in passing. Yeah. Like, because it was a crowd of people out there. But like I said, I don't understand why. Like, I would never be inside and there's a crowd of people outside.
Hell no.
So, bullets fly. And especially if you live in a hood, you should have already called the police because you know that one argument, this is over.
Yeah.
But that's just, the kids have no thought. Like, why? What would tell? But he must have been on some pills or something. And it was his birthday coming up too. That was crazy. His birthday was 2 days later. So he probably was out drinking and partying and carrying on and out his mind. But if you didn't have a gun, you couldn't have did that.
Yeah. And the guns are so damn easy to get.
Chicago's a good example. Because these guns are not coming. These guns are magically materializing, right?
No, we know where they coming from.
Exactly. The same way all them shootings they're having at funerals in Chicago, those are not gang-related shootings. Because why isn't anybody shooting back?
Right.
Nobody's shooting back. What the hell's going on here? We in Chicago. Apparently it's gangland from what y'all say, right? You mean to tell me that somebody just at a 7-year-old funeral just come there and just shoot up the crowd outside and just pull off? Nobody's ever caught in Chicago. Y'all peep that?
Yeah, I noticed.
Never make arrest.
and what was that? A couple months ago, they had one of the deadliest Sundays they had, weekend.
Every month. It's always, especially 4th of July. It's always. But how is nobody's ever arrested? They did arrest somebody for killing that 9-year-old boy, though. Remember that?
That was a throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
That was a throwaway. They had to get somebody for that one.
But that was but you know what? There was actual connection. Normally, there's a connection to a murder.
Yeah.
There's no connection there.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's crazy. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Y'all know when people call you, it throw your thingy off. All right, I guess I better go to bed. I had to be at work at 6:30. Can we do this again? Because I need to tell y'all. Y'all could be my therapist.
Yes, ma'am.
I have something I need to get off my chest, and I don't have really anybody to talk to it about it.
Hey, we here for it. Yes, ma'am.
Shall we meet tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Chef, please try to squeeze us in, okay?
Yeah, I should be around.
It's a male perspective. I'm gonna, I just need to get this off my chest.
I also found Eric.
All right, guys, y'all have a good night.
All right,
Chef, go to my page and leave me a note so I can go to your page. You got a page?
Hello.
Can he hear me?
Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube? Do you do videos?
Yeah, I have a channel.
All right, leave me a message so I can subscribe to you too.
I subscribe to you.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I really enjoyed y'all. I know I yacked y'all ears off, but that's what women do. Okay.
Hey, it's Coach. It's all love, Miss Dee. We gonna bounce too. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this spill real fast.
All right, baby. Have a good night. Tell Cakes I said what up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, babe. Later.
Love.
Later.
I miss her. My beautiful wife is Cakes. My loving family is Eminem. Collectively, we're Magic Marijuana. We got 5 on it. We got us on it. Hell, we all on it. Long as we all on it, it's authentic and real. Y'all are us, we're y'all. No separation. We stand 10 toes, but we throw up that 5. Why? Because 5 makes a strong unified fist. Eminem, I think it's safe to say that 5 covers everything. And I do mean everything. We back.